Hello everyone, and welcome back inside of Fallout 4. Nick here with Degenerate Gaming, and we're sitting on this pause screen because when we load in here, we're going to get a new quest, and I wanted to show it. It comes up pretty quickly, so I figured I'd just kind of give you a heads up. As you can see, it started Mechanical Menace. We will get to that here in a second, but today we're going to be continuing our walkthrough of Fallout 4 Very Hard. Excuse me. And, whoops, wrong button. Today's agenda consists of taking on Coverga Assembly Plant, and also the first quest. This isn't going to be all that difficult because we're a lot higher level. There'll be some lower level enemies, stuff that we can handle probably rather easily. But yeah, that's what's the itinerary. Couple of things we want to do before we get started. We're going to go over to the radio and we are going to play the caravan distress frequency. I'll let you listen to that.
This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
This is an emergency broadcast.
we can shut that off now. As you can see, it's down here over by somewhere around the route to BAD TFL regional office. We'll get there in due time. I'm not, and for those of you who don't know, this is for the Automatron DLC. I'm sure most of you do know this by now. This has been out for a couple of days now. People are a lot familiar with it. I've been kind of away, so I haven't recorded much. I'm going to probably table this for a little while. I'm not going to go out of my way to do it. But well, I mean, once we get through there, I'm going to just continue my to-do list, and I'll fit it in when I get around to it. Again, I have some other things that I wanted to continue to do, so we'll get there when we get there. Not too high on the priority list. It starts at level 15, and we currently just turned level 15, so again, we'll get there when we get there. Let's go into our loadout. Really, we're going to be taking the 10 mil, and we're going to be taking the Overseer's Guardian. Probably not going to need either of these, honestly. It's going to be a BAST type of excursion here. Probably be using that heavily. So hopefully we find some 308 rounds along the way, as we're going to probably be burning up quite a bit of them. Let me go back and take that off. We're going to fast travel down to Jalbert Disposal. And I should have told you guys just a minute ago that Coverga Assembly is pretty big. So the way we are going to actually divide this up, I'm going to try to do this in 2 to 3 videos if necessary. I'm going to do one here for the exterior and certain things that we need to be paying attention for out here, and then obviously the interior there is going to be quite a bit more action in there, so there's definitely a lot of raiders in and out all over the place. So, and here we are at Jalbert Brothers Disposal. Turn to your right off to the northeast, you can see Coverga. That is the big plant with the water tower and the stack and everything there. Make our way across the road. And unfortunately at this point, there really is no good way to kind of come at this. So we're just going to kind of walk around the backside here. Don't worry, this water's not deep. You won't get into too much to where you're going to end up take any rads damage. As you can see, a lot of enemy raiders down here though, so what you're going to do is drop down here, try not to get seen by anything up there, don't be careless like I just was sprinting over there. Around the corner there's going to be a turret here and 2 raiders we're going to want to take care of. We're going to kind of there should be one more. There's a spotlight kind of in that cubby hole, and we're going to have to deal with it at some point. Alright, that should be that. It's good to kind of just stick to the wall, because there is raiders up top there that will take shots at you if they see you. And obviously the tighter you are into the wall, the less they'll be able to see you. Alright, and that's that. And the spotlight. Well, that's usually different. Normally that he may or may not be there. He may be inside. It's probably a good thing that he is. Kind of duck around the corner. I'm willing to bet that that other enemy is up on the roof or on that catwalk. Up there. Sure is. You can try and take shots through those catwalks. It doesn't always work out all that well though. Not necessarily a guaranteed chance that you're going to hit one. To avoid this spotlight, you can kind of just come in here and loop around so we can get the turret. For the exterior, we also forgot to mention we're gonna loot everything. So once we get on the inside, we'll probably go to, you know, bigger areas, how we usually do with where we kind of run through and we come back and loot. Take that spotlight out just for shits and giggles. Doesn't really make a difference. Once you're past it, you're usually pretty good. We can keep moving over here over to the loading bay. And you want to watch out up there. Usually there's one or two, or excuse me, there should be one or two on the ledge and one or two on the actual loading bay. So when you get in, you kind of want to stick to this left wall here. There's also one raider roaming up there in that catwalk. As you can see, we got their attention now, so we'll just let them get spooked here for a little bit. See if we can't get them to funnel down. Actually, the fact that it's raining is probably actually helping me. As it kind of creates more darker areas. Let me take a walk up. We're hidden now. Okay, and that should be all of them on the ground here. There should be, there's definitely one, that's that one up there. And there should be at least one or two on the tower here. I forgot about him in there. There's another one in there.
I'll find you.
Peek around that corner. Yeah, see, and you can see we didn't even get any sneak damage on that, and he went down rather quickly. Cooler, two coolers here in the truck. And if you kind of make sure you keep an eye on these windows, you wait for your shot, that raider often will stop by a window, either with his back turned to you or forward facing like that. He makes for an easy target. So definitely want to make sure you take him out before you head up. I mean, really, you don't have to. It'll just make life a little bit easier. We are going to go to this set of stairs here. Yeah, as you can see, I'm cautioned here. There's one way up top. You just saw her move. Depending on how slow you take this, you just want to watch your hidden and your caution signs. He's just up there chilling. Well, come to Papa. And the one thing that can be a pain in the ass about this place is you see all the handrail everywhere, and things you're going to be shooting through. Sometimes it's better to double tap that in VATS, and we're going to be using that in VATS quite a bit. But the main prize for this water tower here, there is an explosive box with some good stuffs in there. We take that, and there's also a chem box which will have some random stuff in it. As you can see, we got Med-X and Buff Out. Now it's also good while you're up here to tap VATS and see if you can't pick off. Oh wow. I don't think we're going to get him. That was pretty crazy. But anything you can kind of pick off. Make life easier over there, the better. There should be two raiders on the cooling tower. and one on the water tower, and there's going to be a few on the bottom over there. So just kind of keep that in mind. Tap VATS, give it a second. VATS will probably be your best way to kind of keep an eye on what's going on over there. Once you've cleaned up over here, you're going to want to loop back around up these stairs and in, and you want to be careful because there can be some raiders over here patrolling on this other roof. And again, just tap VATS, keep an eye out over there. Once you're inside, if you've already killed this one raider, you're usually pretty good. But there is some good stuff in here, so make sure you do some thorough looting. Chem box right here, we get some jet, that's a pretty good find. Oil and aluminum canisters, those are good. And those are always there. There's a toolbox here in the back. Ooh, with some psycho in it, that's another good drop. Ammo box. Alright, there's some jet on the table, and how creepy is that? With his head just floating right there. Another chem box on the wall. A couple of medics for us. Seems like there's a lot of chem boxes. There's no first aid kits, which is weird for an assembly plant. Alright, we have a couple more floating around. We don't know where exactly yet, so we're going to take it slow. And again, they might be way up there. It's kind of hard to pinpoint where these guys will always be up here because it's such a big area to patrol.
When you turn up, you're dead.
And once they get spooked, they go sporadic all over the place. Now, from this vantage point down here, it's pretty difficult to see anything that you need to hit up there. There's another spotlight that you need to be on the lookout for. And again, it is moving, so there's a lot of spotlights up there, but unfortunately the only ones you can actually shoot are the ones that are moving. The rest of the lights are going to end up staying on. Those stationary lights, however, they will not track you, so that's also a good thing. We're going to end up being full before this is all said and done with. Alright. First objective is to either A, shoot the spotlight, or B, get to there to turn it off. It can be a bit of a pain in the ass to find, especially now that it's daylight. And if you ever go into danger, and people, the raiders, because I'm sure there's still a few of them up top on catwalk and stuff that are hidden that I cannot see. You get into danger, they start shooting at you. The best thing to do is to just take a run, find cover, get out of the line of sight, you know, just get a fresh start at things is the best way to do it. Wait till you're, you know, hidden again and then proceed through it.
Shook up over nothing.
Don't forget your chem box and your ammo box here. Let's check our weight. Well, we got a little ways to go. We might be all right, depending on how many are left. Usually there's one walking around on the ground floor down here, so keep that in mind. And seeing as how we already cleared that back cooling tower,
What the hell was that?
yeah, there's that one on the ground floor.
Peekaboo! Where'd that fucker go?
Yeah, see what I mean? Once you break that line of sight, it usually works out, I mean, pretty well in your favor.
What the? Payback time, boogeyman.
Okay, and we're in a bad spot now. As that one's got a pretty good beat on us as soon as we enter.
Shit! Lost him!
Over here.
No! I'll make it quick.
Okay. For the sake of not dragging this out, I'm going to do something I probably shouldn't.
You gotta reload sometimes,
Yeah, as you can see, he's firing through that grate. Oh, it was a pretty decent shot. Worked out a lot better than I figured it would. And sometimes you just kind of got to Rambo shit. Get it out of the way. Really, I was in a bad spot there, and it just kind of had to happen. Wrong set of stairs. I believe that should be all of them, though, up here on the roof. We're going to go on a loot run, and there's also a bobblehead up here at the top of the water tower. So definitely still got some things that we need to get. And there should have been a dead raider up here. Unfortunately, he went for the ride of his life shortly after it ended. Alright, once you are up here, you can come around this way, by where we just shot that raider in the face. I don't know how we hit him through all that grate, but it is what it is. There is a tool case with some good stuff in it, some ammo and a 10 mil pistol, a couple of weapons, and right there is the repair bobblehead, which fusion cores last 10% longer for those of you who use power armor. You can also repair, I believe that actually unlocks you to repair your power armor at your power armor stations. I don't really use power armor all that much, so don't quote me on that. But really, I don't know if I can fast travel from up here. But that is Coverga Assembly Exterior. Now, when we go to enter the Coverga Assembly Plant, before I turn the camera off here, I'll show you where we're going to go in. And we'll do a quick little save. We're going to go drop and dump off my inventory off camera. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. When you come down here to this massive pipe, you can open this hatch here and kind of weasel your way through. There's some things that you can grab along the way. There's a little lunch box. Got some wine, that's pretty good. And there's also a chem cooler and some 10 mil rounds. And speaking of which, seeing that Mentats, we're gonna see if we can't fast travel from the roof here, because there's something that Mentats we can use for. Sweet. Mama Murphy has one of her little site deals that we can get some experience from. So we're gonna end up doing that. This video is gonna run pretty long. That's okay. I would rather do this in as short as videos, or excuse me, in as few as videos possible. I have a feeling that when we do the interior, it's probably gonna take at least another average one. So we'll see how we do. And now that we're back at Sanctuary,
This is starting to look like a proper home, thanks to you.
she wants us to give her some Mentats, and we'll take it. We'll get about 100 experience out of it, a little less actually, but it's well worth doing.
Hey.
Brought some Mentats for me? See where the site takes us this time?
There you go.
Ah, that's it. I can feel the site opening up. You're looking for a man. He can help you. But he ain't gonna be the man you expect. He's somewhere deep and dark, surrounded by folks with nothing but cruel intentions. But there's an echo. Something in the past that can help you. When you meet the fat man and the angry woman, tell them to remember the quarry and Lily June on the rocks, and they'll let you and your friend pass. Don't mind me, kid. The chems are just acting up a bit. I'll be fine eventually.
It's your lie, Mama Murphy. You tell it however you want to. Damn doper. Anyways, we got our little experience out of there. Wow, trash can.
Yeah.
Carla's here. Let's
Hey,
see if
Carla.
she's got some 308 ammo for sale.
Time to do business?
I'll take a look. Sure.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
And of course she does. And we can unload some of this stuff that we don't need. I'm gonna watch these modded armor pieces. I know in a practice run I saw one it was a muffled mod for a Raider leg, which is a really good mod. The muffled mod just reduces sound while you're sneaking. Again, very good to have. And I was kind of upset that I didn't practice. Molotovs, we're keeping these. We don't need. Yeah, we can do that for 39 caps. Even though we got 6,000 and we're damn rich, that's all right. All right, with that, I'm going to end it here. Sorry about the extended video. But remember, you can follow me on Twitter, Nick at Degenerate Gaming. I want to say thank you to all of you for watching. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Share this video if you would, because it also helps me out. And bring it back here for more Fallout 4 walkthroughs, where we will finish up Coverga Assembly Plant and the mission, the first step. Later.